Hello Physios, I welcome you all to our channel Physio Vidya. Today our topic is basis of electrotherapy, in which we will study about rheostat. Okay, you may have studied about this topic in your previous classes. Okay, again we will just recap it. So my name is Vijay Kumar and let's start the topic. What is rheostat? Rheostat is a device which is used to regulate current. It is used to regulate current. Okay, how can a device regulate a current? It can regulate current by two methods. And what are these two methods? Either by altering resistance, or we can say altering the voltage in a circuit. Okay, if I am saying that I can alter or regulate the current in a circuit, I can do it by two methods. What are these two methods? Either I will alter the resistance in circuit, or I will alter the voltage or the potential difference in a part of circuit. Okay, so the device which do these two functions is rheostat. Okay, now we will move on to the construction of rheostat. As you can see, this one is a rheostat and this one is a rheostat. In this, the black portion, this thing is an insulator. Okay, this one is insulator. This black portion and this black portion is a insulator, and it can be either a straight like this or it can be curved like this. Okay, nearly about a more than a half of a circle, and above it we have a wiring, and this is an insulated wire, which means it has a wire which has a covering of an insulator and it is bounded on a insulator. So we can simply say a rheostat consists of an insulator on which we wound a insulated coil of wire. Okay, and now its one end is connected to circuit and other end, both the you can say that one end is connected to the circuit from here, and other end we can change. How we can change the attachment of rheostat? I can use only this much part of rheostat, or I can use from here to here complete part of rheostat. But you will say that I have said that the wire is insulated, but small portion in these areas have strips which are non-insulating, which means they are conducting, and we can connect the wiring from these parts. So I can use only this part up to this small part of rheostat, or I can use full part of the rheostat. Okay, so this is the basic construction of rheostat. Now again let me just explain you once again about the construction. Construction have an insulator wire bounded by a insulated coil. Okay, again but the insulated coil has some small straps at their coils, from where it can be attached, wire can be attached, and it can be used in a circuit. Okay, now these are of two types. This one is variable, or we can say series rheostat. Okay, while this one is potentiometer. This one is potentiometer, or we can say it is a shunt rheostat. Okay, now you can see in this, okay, this part is, this is an apparatus, this one is apparatus, and here also this one is apparatus, and this one is rheostat RH, and this one is also rheostat. Okay, now you can see in variable or series rheostat. This one is the current supply. Okay, alternating current I have drawn. Its one end is attached to the rheostat and other end have a apparatus and a wire. Now if I will place this attachment on here and on here, what is the difference? I have said you in simple word that when we will use full length, okay, when I will place this as here, then I will use whole part of the rheostat, and if I am placing it here, I am using a small part of rheostat. Okay, this one only. Okay, this one only. But you will ask that what is the difference between by using this part and this part. One thing which I forgot to tell you is that the wire which is used in construction of rheostat have a very high resistance. Okay, resistance is very large. So you will say that if I will use this part of rheostat, there will be a relatively less resistance. While if I will use up to this part, that is this whole rheostat, the resistance will be very high and current will be minimal. So you can say it have minimal current. Okay, now you can say if we use a small part of rheostat, there will be minimal current, and if we will use the whole part of rheostat, there will be maximum current which can flow through this. And how it is related? It is V is equal to IR, and you can say current I is inversely proportional to resistance. Okay, if I will use this part of rheostat, resistance will be high, so current will be less. Okay, but current will be there. Current is never zero in variable or series rheostat. Okay, it is minimal. Okay, never it reaches to the value of 0. So when resistance high, current become low, and if I will use less part of the rheostat, then resistance will be less and current will be more. Okay, so this type is used. As you can see here, the current never approaches to the value of 0. So if we use this rheostat in a modality which is applied to the patient, okay, we are applying current to the patient by using a variable rheostat, then you will say that sir, the current is already flowing even though it is minimal, but current is never 0. You will place electrode, he will receive a shock. Okay, he will not be mentally prepared, because when we use a particular modality such as TENS, first of all we place the electrode, then we slowly increase the intensity which was initially 0, but here the current never become initially 0 in variable or series rheostat. So it is used in heating devices such as UV lamp and wax bath, okay, which is paraffin wax bath. Okay, so in these two modalities it is used. It is oftenly asked in Viva that which of our modality have a rheostat in it and which type of rheostat. So you will say variable or series rheostat is present in UV lamp or wax bath, where the current never approaches to 0. It is at minimum value but has some value. So this is not used in that modality in which we apply directly a current to the patient. Okay, but you will say that we have TENS by which we apply a current to the patient in a direct method. So it have potentiometer or shunt rheostat. Now you will see this is an potential difference A give a potential difference to both the wires. One end is again connected to rheostat, and this rheostat is also connected to the wire at this end. Okay, so both the ends are connected to the rheostat, and from this end, that is X, wire is coming which is connected to apparatus and have a knob which can be attached to this part. Okay, now you can see, we can say that this is at positive potential and this is at negative potential. When I will pick up this B knob and place it at X, You will say that both are at same potential. Will the current flow? No. Why? Because current moved from high potential to low potential, which means a potential difference is necessary for the flowing of current. So no current will be there. Okay. But when I will move this knob from X to Y, you can say yes, it is moving toward positive, which means the potential difference is increasing. So current will be increasing, which was 0 when the knob was at X. So potentiometer or shunt rheostat is the rheostat in which current can be 0. If this knob is connected to here, okay, so no current. But when we move from X to Y, here it have current, okay, and it will be maximum when the knob will at Y. Okay, simple. I have explained you in a very simplified manner. Okay, so from X there will be no current. Why? Because this part and this part, this black one and blue one, both will be at same potential. Okay, then how will the current flow and how will the apparatus will work? So when we move it from X toward Y, potential difference increases, current flows and our apparatus work. So this is used in that devices in which we are applying a current directly to the body. So it is used in TENS, which is transcutaneous electrical nerve stimulation. Okay, which will be our future topic and a very highly used modality in our physiotherapy clinics. Okay, so this was all about rheostat, and we will now summarize it once again. Okay, rheostat, it is a device which can regulate current. Two methods, either by altering resistance, which was this, and either by altering voltage, which was this. Now you will say that here I have told you about the law which is utilized, and which law is utilized in this? It is same law. Here the relation between current and resistance was used. That current is inversely proportional to resistance. I increased the resistance, current decreased, but it never moved to 0. And here we used the law where I can write V is equal to IR. You can see that voltage is directly proportional to current. So you can say in both the conditions, okay, in both the rheostat, Ohm law is used, but here we used that relation that I is inversely proportional to R, that is current is inversely proportional to resistance, but here we use voltage is directly proportional to current, which means if there is potential difference, only then the current will flow. Okay, that was the thing that I was explaining. Okay, so when we move from X to Y, potential difference comes and current will increase. Okay, so this was the main law which was working behind both the things. In both the things, law is Ohm law. Here current and resistance relation is used, and here voltage and current relation is used. Okay, so what is rheostat? Device which can regulate current either by altering resistance or by altering voltage. Altering resistance is this part and altering voltage is this part. Okay, I am just putting this definition into a conceptual frame. Okay, so you need not to grab it much. Okay, you can understand it. So then we came up toward the construction. It have an insulator on which we have an insulated wire of very high resistance. Okay, and small parts are non-insulated, that is we can connect the wire to it simply. And then we have its two type. One is variable or series and other is potentiometer or shunt rheostat. Here it is called series because it is connected in series, and here we can say it is parallel. Okay, this is a parallel type arrangement, so it is also called parallel arrangement of the rheostat. Okay, so this was about rheostats which are used in our modalities. Okay, so our future video will be soon like this only. Okay, thank you to one and all.